Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cat and Things. Today, I thought I'd make a video about surviving in the Black Zone all by myself. No items, no money, nothing on this guy. He's never been a premium character. He's relatively new. You see, he doesn't even have Elder Reaver yet. He's barely got any spec in his leather armor. He's got some stuff in his shield. I've used Spear predominantly with him, but like I said before, he's never had premium, so the spec really isn't that high just yet. But I thought I'd show everyone so that you know that he's not fully specced out and just wrecking noobs. Even his gathering, I mean, tier 3 is pretty sad, pretty pathetic. But like I said, this is about surviving the Black Zone with nothing. So Tief Blungar, our protagonist here, and just a little proof there to show that he doesn't have premium now. Couple spins real quick before we head out. No items. Let's go. We're in Bridge Watch, so we're heading out in the North Gate, right into the Black Zone. Let's go. So we made it all the way to the rest, and this is kind of where we're going to have our base of operations. I was thinking to myself what kind of weapons I wanted to roll with this. I think I'm going to stick with Spear. I was debating keeping Shield or switching to maybe a Torch. I just think the Torch offers more variety in 1v1 fights and sometimes 1v2 than a Shield would. And it's still pretty cheap. So we have the spec for it already, so we can just get right into having a Torch when we get to that point. But that's not till later because we have nothing. No money, no nothing. So before we get started, we're going to walk over here and make this our home because I don't want to do that run all over again. It was a huge chunk of time. It's not fun when you're doing it as a naked. So we're just going to continue on with our lives here and just waddle our way on out into the gate. So again, this is the Black Zone, meaning that anyone can walk up to you and start whacking on you. It's not fun when you're like this, but it's fun when you're antagonizing others. Just kidding. I would very much love it if you'd subscribe and like the video. You know, it's the first video I've ever made. It's a new channel, so that would help me out a ton. That'd be much appreciated. So as we were getting back into action here, we're starting to gather some resources, look at the map, check things out, trying to understand what our layout's going to be. It's important to always check the map to see what you can get, who's got the hideouts. It looks like Arch is around here, which is good, because Arch will be fun to run around and fight, but we're not quite at that point yet. So we're trying to find our crafting hideout that we can use generally every single rest. Someone out of the goodness of their heart, they just make it open to everyone. I think it's for profit, but hey, as long as we can use it, right? So now we're just waddling around, getting some trees, getting the rough logs, and thankfully, like that person that just passed us didn't care because we're naked and we're getting tier 1 logs, which are worth basically next to nothing. But for us, it means everything. It is all the treasure. So after a while of doing this, now we can just kind of move on because I know you guys don't want to watch that forever because it took me a long time. But again, lots of reds on the map. One guy checking me out, but he realizes, hey, I don't have anything. I have some rocks and I have some sticks, which again to me is a great grand treasure, but to everyone else, it means absolutely nothing. So we're starting to get some in our inventory, starting to accumulate while still scouting out the area. It's always good to try and get a feel for the different time zones, who's doing what. But now we're at the hideout, the free public crafting hideout that we get to use. So we're here now, checking it out, trying to get inside, give them a little wave. Hello, hi, let me in. And they let me in. Awesome. So now that we're here, we're going to take a look around, check out what kind of crafting stations that they have, what tiers they have, and things such as that. So little Tief's going to go on over here. That's where you can make your home in the hideouts if you so wish. Generally, it's better to do it at the rests, but sometimes if you want it at the hideouts too, and they're available too, you can do that. So we're checking the chest. That's going to be our bank where we store most of our things. And now we're going to waddle our way down into the crafting stations to try and see what's going on over here. First, we have the smith, and that's kind of what we're going to be looking at here. Getting a broadsword, a shield, and getting like our basic weapons out of the way. We have enough to make both. Again, it's very easy to you can get these materials anywhere on almost any map, any biome. But as we're trying to go up, I thought about doing plate to start out with, but I don't know. Leather is just kind of that in between, a lot of versatility to it. It's good for small groups, 1v1 ganking. Even if you're stuck in a 1v2 situation where you get jumped on, having the leather armor really can help you in a pickle. So personally, that's what I'm going with. I'm just going to keep trucking along those trees in my destiny board. So it seems like this place is pretty legit. They have everything set up for me. I just have to grind away at getting my materials and getting my gear set up and everything. Because the purpose of this is not to just forever be gathering and running dungeons and things like that. We're trying to become fully sustainable in the Black Zone, never going to the Royals, never going back, fully sustainable. All right, so here we have the tool crafting station. Looks like we have enough for just about everything. So we're going to craft up that stuff. I did forget to make a skinning knife. I accidentally made 2 axes, and you'll see that here in a second. So I'm going to store all the tools that I have here. I'm going to, of course, get that material so I can get a skinning knife, because leather's made out of, leather armor is made out of skin, and that's exactly what we're going for. So we're going to have to get done with that first. And I took care of that, got everything ready to go. So now we're back at it again, out in the Black Zone, just roaming around. It's almost kind of nice having this weird pseudo shield of immunity. You see people running around, people that generally they kind of want to destroy you. They kind of want to wreck your face, but they're not going to do that. No, not this time, because I'm a naked with a tier 1 sword and a tier 1 shield. And who cares about wrecking me besides me, obviously. So I'm running around. I'm looking for any kind of critters, the annoying ones that you misclick when you're trying to do a clap or you're trying to land some kind of a skill shot. Yeah, those guys. I'm trying to skin them so I can get that tier 1 leather, that hide, but there's nothing here. I'm really shocked. I thought I'd see like some gophers or something. I don't know. But there's absolutely nothing. So I'm just wandering aimlessly. I decide to go back to the region, the rest. And what do I find? Rabbits. And all of a sudden, something deep inside me awakened. So now that the Grand Massacre is over, we got our hide. We're ready to equip our first full set of gear. Obviously, we don't have mount, bags, food, potion, pots, all that good stuff. We don't have that yet. But we do have full leather armor. A sword, a shield. My guy is ready to go, Teeth Bloomgar. You've never looked so good. You're hot to trot, my dude. Look at this guy. Look at this fool. He's even got a run ability now. Check that out. He's straight zooming. Couple of spins we got going on here for this guy. Some zoom in, some zoom out action. So it's starting to look a little good. Again, this is taking me quite a while to actually put this together because I'm running everywhere. And it is not fast when you're on 2 little legs. You really learn how to appreciate mounts in this game when you're trying to do this Black Zone survival thing. Which, again, the rule set, I can never go to the Royals. I can only use the auction house in the rests. And the rests are so far apart. At this stage, I'm only ever going to be in the one right next door. There's really no reason for me to travel across the entire Black Zone to get to the others. So now my dude is ready to go. And we're just going to try and button up a couple more things here. Try and check out. We do need a cape. We do need a bag, especially when I'm trying to gather these resources. Having no bag, you fill up so fast. No bag, no mount. Making these trips, it really is a huge time consumer. So the first episode that I have here, it's more about setting myself up so I can get to that sustainable state and make everything work. So at this point, I thought I would use the speed up feature at 205%, and my computer is not liking this at all. It's funny. So I'll just kind of throw this in there and show the glitchiness. Some speed hackers actually look like that when they run, but no, this is a sped up clip here. So once I get to the rest, we'll go back to normal. We're back in here. We got everything ready to go. Teeth Bloomgar never looked so good. So now I'm just kind of scoping out the map, trying to understand my battle plan here. Because again, it's all about saving time. So you want to make sure whenever you go to a map where you're going to get your resources, where's the closest, what's the safest, so you get yourself set up. Because once we hit that threshold, that peak of being able to just get gear and sell gear and pull off ganks, 1v2s, whatever they are, then we'll be fine. We don't have to go through this phase ever again. These are just beginners growing pains, basically. So now I'm watering myself right on out of here. And again, we're going for resources. We now have the tools, the means to get the tier 2 stuff. So we found some ore, found some trees, just everything we need to get ourselves kind of launched off. I'm really trying to get that spear and torch first thing, just so that I can maybe start doing some open world. My goal is to hit dungeons. But even through getting these resources, doing this challenge, even though this is an open world PvP sandbox game, there's a lot of toxic people. They're still fun, and there's still good people out there. In fact, in a few seconds, you'll see this experience I had with this person. They just randomly found me. At first, I thought that they were trying to antagonize me. Maybe they were gonna try and take my stuff, but no, I'm just doing my thing here, looking for resources. They see me on the map, they come back around, and I'm kind of hesitant. I mean, you see here, like they're running in on their fancy unicorn horse, checking me out because I've been killed a lot, even as an alien. It happens. They'll invite me to your party trick and kind of bait you in. That's kind of popular with Eve Online, and some people have kind of done it here. It's a lot easier to do on Eve, but then they start talking to me, and I'm like, oh great, here comes the bait. Another party invite. Like I'm wondering, do they got other guys around the bushes, the other on the other side? Like, what are they trying to do? So I'm kind of skeptical. Like, maybe. I don't know if I want to go. And they got T7 gear. Whatever they wanted to, they could kill me just instantly. And I have nothing on me, so I thought, oh, why not? It's good for the content. Let's give it a try. Down a mob. They kind of have some kill fame, not the highest. So I don't know. They bring me over to the dungeon here, and I'm thinking maybe they want to run me through. So I tell them how how nice they are. So yeah, you see, they're trying to help a newbie out, which is great. You don't see that a lot in these games, and that's kind of what I'm trying to put out here is that these games can be fun. She even gives me 50K. She or he, I'm not sure, but 50K just like that to a random stranger, someone they've never met, no idea what I'm like. I could be a beggar. I mean, who knows? So yoink, I accept. And then they still want to take me through the dungeon. But it was before work when I was recording this. It was the night before, and I did have to go to bed. So I was grateful, and I kind of felt like a real dirtbag, but I had to go to sleep. Got work in the morning. I'm not a huge YouTube content creator who makes all kinds of money, so I still got to do the whole 9 to 5 thing. So I took their money and was like, deuces, I'm out. But I did add them to my friends list. I haven't seen them since, so hopefully I can run with them, make some content. I mean, who knows? But there's still good people in this game. See, they didn't even get mad afterwards. They're still good people. So that's just about it. I'm wrapping it up now. I've got my foundation set. I've got my tier 1 gear, tier 1 tools. I'm ready to go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.